Good morning, children. Last class we did compound interest. So today also we will continue that chapter only. You know that from compound interest there are three more chapters left. Three more exercises are left. Sorry. The exercises are 3C, 3D and 3E. Though these exercises, the photo of these exercises already sent to you, so I hope that you all go through it. Now here I am going to explain few sums from this exercise 3C and 3D. And exercise 3E, this exercise is the miscellaneous exercise. That means here you can say it's a revisional exercise. All the type of sums which you did in those 3A, 3B, 3C and 3D in these exercises, that type of sums are given in this exercise 3E. So you will do it yourself. Now I am going to start from exercise 3C. First I am going to explain sum number 1 from exercise 3C. So let's see what's given here. It's given if the interest is compounded half yearly, calculate the amount when principal is rupees 7,400, the rate of interest is 5% per annum and the duration is 1 year. So here I explain the sum. The principal is rupees 7,400, rate equal to 5% per annum, compounded half yearly, and time given 1 year. Therefore amount, the formula of amount equal to principal whole into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Here you see I write 1 plus 5 by 200. Why this 5 by 200? Because it's given compounded half yearly. So it will be r by 2 into 100. That's why this become 5 by 200, and in 1 year then there will be 2 terms. So I write at the power 2, at the place of n I write 2. Now reducing this become 1 by 40, and then it is 7,400 into 41 by 40 into 41 by 40. Doing calculation, it is coming 62,197 by 8, and dividing by 8 it is coming 7,774.625, and making round up we can write the answer as 7,774.63. So this will be the amount at the end of 1 year on rupees 7,400 at the rate of 5% per annum, compounded half yearly. Next sum I am going to explain, sum number 3. Sum number 3, it is given a man borrowed rupees 16,000 for 3 years under the following terms. 20% simple interest for first 2 years and 20% compound interest for the remaining 1 year on the amount due after 2 years, the interest being compounded half yearly. Find the total amount to be paid at the end of 3 years. So here principal equal to rupees 16,000, time equal to 3 years, and rate equal to 20% per annum. So for the first 2 years, here the simple interest on rupees 16,000 at the rate of 20% per annum for 2 years will be 16,000 into 20 into 2 by 100, and it is coming 6,400. So therefore amount at the end of 2 years will be that rupees 16,000 plus 6,400, the simple interest. Taking sum of these two, this become 22,400. And this 22,400 will be considered for the principal for next year. Now you see, now for third year, a principal equal to rupees 24,000, rate equal to 20% per annum, and it's compounded half yearly, time 1 year. So what will be the amount at the end of 1 year? Amount at the end of 1 year will be 22,400 plus 10 by 100. Here rate was 20%. I take half of this, that is 10%, as it is compounded half yearly. And for 1 year there will be 2 terms, so I write the power 2, and then solving it, this is coming 22,400 into 121 by 100, so this will be 27,104. Therefore total amount to be paid at the end of 3 years, it will be 27,104 rupees. This will be the answer. Next, I am going to explain sum number 6. What is given here? At what rate of interest per annum will a sum of rupees 62,500 earn a compound interest of rupees 5,100 in 1 year? The interest is to be compounded half yearly. So here you see that rupees 6,500 is the principal, and this 5,100 is the compound interest, and the interest is to be compounded half yearly. Now we have to find the rate. So principal equal to rupees 62,500, compound interest equal to rupees 5,100, time equal to 1 year. So let the rate equal to R% per annum, compounded half yearly. So here we can write the formula of compound interest, that is compound interest equal to P whole into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n minus 1, and as the compound interest given here 5,100, I write here 5,100 equal to 62,500 whole into 1 plus R by 200. Why R by 200? Because it is R by 2 as compounded half yearly, so we will take R by 2 into 100, so it's R by 200, and for 1 year there will be 2 terms, so I write power 2 and then minus 1, and then I write this 62,500 here, 5,100 by 62,500 equal to 1 plus r by 200 whole square minus 1. Reducing this become 51 by 625, and transferring this minus 1 this side, this become 51 by 625 plus 1 equal to 1 plus r by 200 whole square. Now adding it, this becomes 676 by 625 equal to 1 plus r by 200 whole square. And this one, you see, 676 is 26 square and 625 it is 25 square. So I represent it like this: 26 by 25 whole square equal to 1 plus r by 200 whole square. Now I can write it like this: 26 by 25 equal to 1 plus r by 200, taking square root of both sides, and then transferring this 1 on left hand side. This is 26 by 25 minus 1 equal to r by 200. Doing subtraction, 26 minus 25 by 25 equal to r by 200, and then it is 1 by 25 equal to r by 200, and then r equal to 200 by 25, so it's coming 8. Therefore r equal to 8%. So you are getting rate of interest is 8% per annum. This will be the answer. Now I am explaining sum number 10. Sum number 10, it is given: find the difference between the compound interest and simple interest on rupees 12,000 and in 1.5 years at 10% compounded half yearly. So you see here, principal equal to rupees 12,000, rate equal to 10% per annum, and time equal to 1.5 years. And we have to find the difference between the simple interest and compound interest. So, but compound interest compounded half yearly. Now simple interest on rupees 12,000 at 10% per annum for 1.5 years, it will be by the formula principal into rate into time by 100. So by this way we are getting rupees 1800. And compound interest on rupees 12,000 at the rate of 10% per annum compounded half yearly for 1.5 years, this will be 12,000 whole into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole cube. Why? Here 5 by 100 I take because half of 10%, 5%, 5 by 100, and for 1.5 year there will be 3 terms, 6 months, so I write the power 3 minus 1, and then reducing it at 1 by 20, so it will be sorry, it will be 21 by 20, and 21 cube, it's 9,261, 20 cube 8,000. So here I write 12,000 whole into 9,261 minus 8,000 by 8,000, and doing subtraction we are getting 1,261 by 8,000, reducing it, this is coming 1,891.50. So now the difference between the compound interest and simple interest equal to rupees 1,891.50 minus 1,800, and the difference is 91.50. So this will be the answer the difference between the compound interest and simple interest on rupees 12,000 for 1.5 year at the rate of 10% per annum, and compound interest is compounded half yearly. Okay, now student, I am explaining few sum from exercise 3D. Exercise 3D, sum number 1 first. Let's see what's given in sum number 1. Sum number 1, it's given the cost of a machine. The cost of a machine is supposed to depreciate each year by 12% of its value at the beginning of the year. If the machine is valued at 44,000 at the beginning of 2008, find its value at the end of 2009 and at the beginning of 2007. So here we know that for any goods, when this become old, means after you purchase the goods, when you are going to sell it, the price is depreciating or it is reducing. So here also the price of the machine is depreciating, and it is depreciating at the rate of 12% every year. 12% of the value at the beginning of the year, and according to that the price of the machine was 44,000 at the beginning of 2008, and we have to find that what will be the value of this machine at the end of 2009, and also we have to find that what was the price of the machine at the beginning of 2007. So let's see. If cost of the machine at the beginning of the year 2008 is rupees 44,000. So first I find cost of the machine at the end of 2009 depreciating at the rate of 12% per annum. Now see, end of the 2009 means what? It was throughout that 2008 and 2009. So there will be 2 years. So I write the formula. I use the formula of amount only, but as the price is depreciating, so instead of adding here I subtract this R by 100. So I write the formula 44,000 whole into 1 minus 12 by 100, and since 2 years so I take the power 2, and reducing it, it's coming 3 by 25, and then 44,000 into 22 by 25 whole cube. Then doing calculation of this 44,000 into square of 22, 484 by 625, reducing this by 25, this is 25, reducing this by 25, this is 1760, again dividing it by 5, it is coming 352, and it's dividing by 5, it's coming 5. Then doing multiplication, this is coming 1,70,368 by 5, and by doing division it is coming rupees 34,073.60. So this is the cost of the machine at the end of 2009, that is rupees 34,073.60. Now we have to find that what was the cost of the machine at the beginning of at the end of 2007. The question was at the beginning of 2007. So here what I do, I let the cost of the machine at the beginning of 2007 was rupees X, and the and at the end of 2007 means it will be beginning of 2008, it was rupees 44,000. So we have to find the price of the machine at the beginning of 2007, but the price of the machine at the end of 2007, which is also we can say the beginning of 2008, is given here 44,000. So I use the formula for amount here also. I consider the 44,000 here as amount. So 44,000 equal to x whole into 1 minus 12 by 100. X is the principal which I let at the beginning of 2007, and this reducing, this will be the amount, so I write it in the place of amount. Okay, so now solving it, this 44,000 equal to 88x by 100, and then x equal to that 44,000 into 100 by 88, and doing calculation, this is coming x equal to 50,000. So therefore price of the machine at the beginning of 2007 was rupees 50,000. So this will be the answer. Now I am going to explain sum number 3. So sum number 3, it is given according to a census taken towards the end of the year 2009, the population of a rural town was found to be 64,000. The census authority also found that the population of this particular town had a growth of 5% per annum. In how many years after 2009 did the population of this town reach 74,088? So we know that population is increasing. So here we will use the formula 1 plus r by 100, not 1 minus r by 100. Okay, and here we have to find that after how many years of 2009 the population will reach to 74,088. So what I do here, the population of the town at the end of 2009 was 64,000, and the rate of growth is 5% per annum, and the final population will be the 74,088, and I let the number of years be n years. So according to the question, we can take this 74,088 as amount and 64,000 as principal, because on this 64,000 at the rate of 5%, the population in n years increasing by 5%, that will be reached to 74,088. So this I write as an amount and this one as principal, and using the formula amount equal to p whole into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. By this formula 1 plus 5 by 100, reducing it 1 by 20, and then this will be 21 by 20, and then I write 74,088 by 64,000, reducing this is coming, I divide it by 8, so 8,000, and dividing by this 8, this is coming 9,261. You know that 9,261 is cube of 21, and that 8,000 is cube of 20. So I represent it like 21 by 20 power. This is 21 by 20 cube equal to 21 by 20 to the power n. So as the base are equal, so I compare the power. Since the base are equal, comparing the power, we are getting n equal to 3. Therefore the required time equal to 3 years, and this is the answer. So after 3 years, the population of the town, it was 64,000. So after 3 years it will be reached to that 74,088 by growing it at the rate of 5% per annum. Next I am going to explain sum number 5. Now see what is given in sum number 5. It is given sum of money invested at compound interest amount to rupees 16,500 in 1 year and to rupees 19,965 in 3 years. Find the rate percent and the original sum of money invested. So here you see the amount at the end of 1 year and the amount at the end of 3 years is given here. We have to find the rate as well as we have to find the principal also. Okay. Now let the original sum of money invested be rupees X and the rate of interest be R% per annum. So amount at the end of 1 year is given 16,500. So by using the formula of amount we can write that 16,500 equal to X, which I take as principal, X whole into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 1. So I not write the power here and I mark it as equation 1. And amount at the end of 3 years given 19,965. So I write that in the formula of amount, that's 19,965 equal to X whole into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube, since the time is 3 years, and that I marked as equation 2. Now I divide that equation 2 by equation 1. So I write it like this: 19,965 by 16,500 equal to X whole into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube by X whole into 1 plus R by 100. And reducing this 16,500 I divide it by 5, this becomes 3,300, and dividing it by 5, 3,993, again dividing it by 3, 1,331, and this also dividing by 3, 1,100, again dividing it by 11, 100, and dividing it by 11, 121, and here x cancel and dividing by this power subtracted, so this become 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. And this one I write 121 as 11 square and 100 as 10 square, so 11 by 10 whole square equal to, here I can write 1 plus R by 100 whole square, and then taking square root of both sides, we can write it as 11 by 100 equal to 1 plus R by 100, and then transforming this 1 on left hand side, this will be 11 by 10 minus 1 equal to R by 100. So this will be 1 by 10 equal to R by 100, and then R equal to 10%. So therefore required rate of interest per annum is coming 10%. This is the answer. Now this value of R, that is 10%, substituting the value of R in equation 1 we get. So equation 1 means this equation. Here at the place of R we will write 10. So here I do 16,500 equal to X whole into 1 plus R by 100, that is 10 by 100. Reducing it, this will be actually 11 by 10. Now that X equal to 16,500 into 10 by 11, solving it, it's coming 15,000. So X equal to 15,000. Hence the required principal is 15,000 and the rate is 10%. So this will be the answer. Next I am explaining sum number 9. So what is sum number 9 given here? Sum number 9 is given the difference between the compound interest for a year payable half yearly and the simple interest on a certain sum of money lent out at 10% for a year is rupees 15. Find the sum of money lent out. Okay. So I let the principal be X. Rate of interest is given here 10% per annum, and first I find the compound interest at the rate of 10% per annum compounded half yearly for 1 year. That will be X whole into 1 plus 5 by 100 to the power 2 minus 1. I take 5 because half of 10%, that is 5%, and for 1 year it will be 2 term, that's why write the power 2. Reducing it will be 1 by 20, and then 21 by 20, that will be 441 by 400. So here I write x whole into 441 minus 400 by 400, and doing subtraction it will be 41x by 400. So this will be the compound interest at the end of 1 year at the rate of 10% per annum, compounded half yearly. Now I find simple interest at the rate of 10% for 1 year. That will be x into 10 into 1 by 100, so it will be x by 10. Now the difference between the compound interest and simple interest, that is rupees 41x by 400 minus x by 10, that is equal to 41x minus 40x by 400. So it will be x by 400. But the difference is given here, it is rupees 15. So I write, according to the question, that x by 400 equal to 15. Comparing that, we are getting x equal to 6000. So therefore required principal equal to rupees 6000. This is the answer. So up to this sum number 9 I explained from this exercise 3D, and the 3E, as I said, that it's a revisional exercise, miscellaneous type exercise. What all the type of sum which you did in this exercise 3A, 3B, 3C and 3D, all the types of sums are given here. So you will work it out yourself. Okay. And moreover, I give one more assignment from this exercises by using formula that is given, that you will do in that copy where you did the previous assignment. In the same copy you will do this assignment also, because you have to submit all this together when the school will be open. Okay. So now you watch this video once again and go through this sum which I explained, and following that you try to solve the sums left. Okay, thank you.